Hi, my name's Ian and welcome to the channel. If you've not been here before, and if you have been here before, then welcome back. In this particular video we're going to be fitting a CTEK C250SE battery to battery charger. Now the installation of this will be probably the same for any vehicle that you want to fit it to, any camper van, etc. But I'm going to be fitting it to my Peugeot Boxer. So what we'll do is I'll show you what's in the kit and then we'll start with the installation. So this is the CTEK C250SE battery to battery charger. That then comes with its own installation manual and user manual as well. It also comes then with pre-wired terminals. Now the reason I picked pre-wired one was it saves me having to mess about doing them, but also from the company I bought it from, which was Simply Split Charge, there is no price difference between buying them without the terminals already pre-fitted or actually doing them myself. So really it was a no-brainer just to buy the pre-made kit. So this CTEK C250SE is also suitable for vehicles that have smart alternators on them as well. My vehicle hasn't got a smart alternator, so there's a particular way it has to be wired up for vehicles with or without smart alternator, but that obviously is in the installation manual. This particular cable here, I don't need that, because that's if you've got a smart alternator you'll need that cable. So that's going to be safe for other jobs in the future. You've got obviously some protection here for your cables, and then obviously we've got the big 8-meter live cable, and then obviously smaller cables etc. to join it all up. And then it also then comes with these fuse holders, some fuses. Probably what I may do at some point is actually change these fuses and put breakers in instead, but just for the installation today I'm going to get it all wired up with those. And then obviously got battery terminals etc. on there as well. The other job I'm going to be doing today as well, while I'm at it, is, if the light permits, and here, make it a bit lighter, there we go, is my Numax lead acid battery that I've got. That is coming out and is being replaced with a 130 amp hour AGM battery instead. This battery's that I've already got in here at the moment, that's about 5 years old, and when you're running the fridge on it for a long period of time it does tend to drain it down if you've not got any power to get it back up again. So that's part of the reason for fitting the battery to battery charge as well, to keep the battery topped up. So yeah, let's jump into the installation. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is disconnecting this battery and also removing the fuses that you can see down there as well. One of those fuses, and I can't remember which one it is for my solar panel. So I'm going to be disconnecting that one because obviously I don't want voltage coming down those cables when I'm working on them. I'll be doing exactly the same at the other end with the vehicle battery. To get to the vehicle battery on a Peugeot Boxer, Citroen Relay or a Fiat Ducato, basically you just need to undo all of these fitments here. Basically the whole tray, just lift it out of the way, and you can then get to the your vehicle battery. So what I'm going to do is, this particular fuse here is the one that I know runs from my solar panel, so I'm going to just disconnect that one at the moment. So while I'm messing about with the rest of the electrics, I've not got any problem with any power coming down from that solar panel. Just so I know I put the right fuses back in the right holders, I've just literally marked up now the masking tape, put a B on that one for blue and the Y on that one on a little masking tape for yellow. And I've done exactly the same down the other end with the leisure battery. So I can run my wiring properly, I've now disconnected or undone the screws for this section here. There's 3 altogether, there's one there, and then there's one up around the side there as well. So that's basically coming through now. So that then helps me then get this tray out of here, which is the next thing to remove. Hopefully that might come out. As I was saying, I think I might need to pull this panel out the side here first. So there's 2 screws here as well, hold this panel on, and they clip on. So you need to take that one out first, then take this tray out the bottom after you've got all the screws out, that is. So once you've removed that panel, and also this other panel on the other side here, and you've moved all the screws out of here, this tray will just push straight out. And behind there we can then get to where we need to run the wiring to get into the battery. So as mentioned a minute ago, I've labelled up all of my fuses there with a B on them or yellow or Y on them, just so I know which colour fuse they are and which one goes into which place when I come to put it back in a bit. And then once I've done that, pull those fuses, I'll then disconnect this battery. So that's all the wires all disconnected and the old battery out. Let's go and drop the new one in now. For anyone that might be interested, the battery I've gone for is an Expedition Plus, which has come from Alpha Batteries. It's 130 amp hour AGM, and including the extra posts that I'm going to be fitting in a minute up on the terminals, it was £171. That was delivered, and it came within 24 hours of ordering. So I've just drilled a hole through the wall so I can pass the cable through, so the hole's just there. And basically what I've then got to do, I've got to run it completely underneath the shower room, then through underneath this wardrobe. I'll have to take some extra bits out. I've already taken some bits out. Then it's got to come through under here, go down under the floor down there where I've taken this side panel out. Then it's got to run across the floor, underneath the floor itself. There's a channel down there which I should better run it through if it's done with the cables, and then basically then out to this end here, and then down and round to the the vehicle battery. Well, I'm having a bit of a game getting this cable through, so it's to get the cable from just the finger down from that end and down through to here took nearly 3/4 of an hour. It then took me 15 minutes to get the cable through from there, from down here through to here. And now I've just been messing about for about the last 15 minutes with a feed cable. So basically I've got quite a stiff cable that you can see is poking out the end there, which is also what's poking out down here as well. That cable is, I'm going to connect up basically the end of this now to that, and use it as a puller to pull it through, because this thick cable, even though it's a good thick cable, it's too floppy, it's too flexible, whereas the other cable I've got there I think is some solar panel cable, I think is where it came from, so that's not much stiffer. So I'll connect the two up now and I can drag the other cable through. But that's all part of the fun and games of trying to retrofit stuff into an already built van. The key to a successful pull of getting your cable through is to just pull it slowly, don't go, and make sure your cables don't get twisted as well. Let's just double check which way around that's coming now. So one's coming through from one side, one's from the other. So I'll double check that that's not twisted as it's come through. Which it is actually. There we go, let's go that way around. For some reason that's not going down. There we go. That's got it. So we now have our cable through this far. And that's the hard bit all done now of that. That's probably the worst part of the whole job, is just getting that cable dragged through. It's done now. So I've just set up the basic wiring now of the CTEK. So the red cable here is the one that comes from the vehicle battery. This red cable here is what's going to go to the leisure battery as the positive. This black cable here is going to be the negative to the leisure battery. And then I've also got this cable here which goes to the earth. Well, it's going to run from the leisure battery negative and go to earth itself, to the body of the van. Now just down here where my finger's pointing, this bus bar here is connected to the vehicle itself, to the chassis. So though I know I've got negative already on there, and I've already just done a continuity test on it as well, just to make sure that's correct. And the only other thing I've had to do is, because I'm running an AGM battery on here, there's a very small cable that comes from here, which one's got a red on it and one's got a black on it, and the black side of it also needs to run to earth as well. So I've done that as well with it. Right, now it's time to get the battery and then connect it all up. Well, apart from tidying up all the wiring now, that's basically the whole thing connected up. The only thing you can connect to solar panels if you wanted to, but my solar panels go through a different controller, so they go straight to the battery anyway. But you can run a solar panel through the kit itself. It's yeah, to prove we're charging up all right. We've got 15.1 volts coming into there at the moment. and obviously the vehicle battery as well as charging up as well. So yeah, it's a case of just tidying up now and getting it all away. Well, that's the installation of the CTEK B2B charger now complete. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. It'd be great if you could like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Cheers.